We joined the team before the show after you already missed a running gag about a business called Store and its neighboring store called Also Store. All right. Everyone good? We're good?
Fine, no kisses back. Whatever. That's cool.
All right.
Do we need to check levels, or are we just getting into it?
I've been kind of I've been earballing it, and you guys sound pretty good. So
please don't ever use the term earballing again. I don't like that.
That's a fucking improvised ad.
Like a whack situation.
That's an improvised ad, guys. Earballing.
Yeah, earballing.
No.
Yeah.
There are so many things that we've said on this podcast that should make me uncomfortable, but didn't. Earballing might be the thing where I'm just like, the line must be drawn here.
Duly noted.
Yes, it is true. For all adult needs, go to back of store where you find pornography. Bosnia-Herzegovina is known for number one fetish, earballing.
It's what it sounds like.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Gentle probing of your earball.
Oh, we call it earlobe here. We call it the earlobe, not the earball.
I wish this bit had started while we were recording.
No, here it is the earball.
I have a feeling someone is going to bring it into the episode. So
It's inevitable.
Welcome back to another episode of the Super Legit Podcast.
Hi, Jet.
I am your host, Jet Kaufman. Thank you. Hi, Josh. How are you?
Good.
That's our first voice we're hearing out of our cast. We have Josh Spence, one of our co-founders, executive producers. We've got Michael Heiman here, my co-host.
Hello. Here I am.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Such a good co-host. Hi, Josh. Hello to you as well.
Oh, that's great. Oh, the camaraderie there. The no tension, no discomfort. The two of you are just like thick as thieves. I love it. Jen
tension?
Burton, happy
Hello.
to have you.
Is there tension?
Yes, it's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, that's great.
Lovely to see you all.
No
Jennifer,
tension.
salutations.
Thank you. Thank you for using my full name.
Oh, wonderful. I love the respect in this group. And we've got Chris Sanders here.
I love you, Chris.
Oh, that's great, Chris.
He's going the quiet route today.
Mad respect.
And Stephen C. James.
This is the sound of my voice.
I appreciate all those voice samples you provided. Now I can get into your Spectrum security accounts, which all require voice prints. Fantastic.
Well, I have a social if you need it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to upgrade all your internet connections.
I'm insulted that you think I do business with Spectrum. I'm just appalled.
Oh, and welcome our new sponsor, Spectrum.
Some of us don't have a choice, monopolies and all.
Yeah, no, I think, most people do not have a choice in their internet service provider. We've got what we've got, and that's it. It's usually them or some bottom of the barrel provider who gets you 5 megabits per second download speeds.
Hey, Jet.
Yes.
Speaking of bits.
Oh, yes.
This episode of Super Legit is brought to you by the Bits Commission. While bits are fun, and of course we encourage the use of bits in real life and comedy, we do ask that you do so in moderation. The Surgeon General has found that prolonged use of bits can result in dude speak, or in severe cases, Simpsons or South Park references. Consult a doctor if you find yourself doing referential cut-tos. Family Guy isn't funny. It's a disease. Bits!
Wonderful.
That's good to know, man.
Oh,
that's
good great. Yeah, those advisories are valuable.
Friends don't let friends do cut-tos. I get it.
Yeah.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Sight Gags. Sight Gags. See it for yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Where did you even get that costume? That was so great, Mike.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
And such a quick change, too.
Unfortunately,
it was the timing of that was so precise. Like, I did not see you change.
Yeah. But unfortunately, our listeners won't be able to appreciate it because, again, this is not a visual medium.
That's true.
Just know it was hilarious.
Yeah. So
What's
good.
that, Josh?
On this side.
Is the sight gag a pun? See it for yourself. Did they write a pun in the sight gag ad?
What?
I think they did, yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps they did a bit.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, it seems more bitty than punny.
Okay.
So
I'm sure they're a subsidiary
wife,
of the Bits Commission.
My wife works for a giant streaming corporation that will remain nameless, so as not to slander them. But let's just say it's bird themed. Anyway, she was talking about there was a commercial that came on.
My cock.
And there was something where a a dinosaur was like on a ski slope, and then there was like a star from one of their shows, and she was like, "Oh, this is that corporate symphony thing." And I was like, "You mean corporate synergy?" And she's like, "No. We call it symphony." And I was like, "So is that also the sound of Mozart rolling in his grave? Like, you call that a symphony?" Like, and she's like, "Listen, I know you think this is clever, but I've been at this for 6 years, so that bit's very dead for me." I was like, "Okay, I get it. But still, calling that a symphony. Wow. Calling it a symphony." By the way, this is why our marriage works. She knows when to be like, "Hey, shut up. Don't go on a run."
You know, that attitude doesn't go very far. I've seen student improv shows where I've heard like a joke during a jam, and I'm like, "Oh, that's such a level 1 joke." And then that same person will be like on the main stage 2 weeks later in front of a whole crowd, does the same joke, and like 140 people are cracking up, and I'll be like, "God, I wish I did that joke. Oh, he's so funny." Does he have a workshop I can sign up for?
I have frequently found that the line between me and success is often just that I overestimate the intelligence of the audience. And so there's so many things as like, I'm not going to bother. That's a dumb joke. And then I hear somebody else do it and it just kills. It's like, oh, there's nothing that's that dumb.
Chris and I, not Chris Sanders, but Chris Compton, another member of our lovely team who could not be here tonight. He and I are in a group called Nerdvana because we are very, very nerdy. 2-person group with super nerdy. It's always very referential, blah, 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 blah. We're doing a show like 12 years ago. And it's a big like kind of showcase thing where there's some industry people there and all this stuff. And we're with our former group, and we're doing a very, very trenchant sketch called UN High School about how like everybody's like thinking that Iraq is going to be the one who starts the fight, but North Korea is crazy, and I'm playing Kofi Annan, and the whole thing is nerdy as shit. And we're like, brilliant, smart comedy. Hey, agents, come on this way. And then there's another group that is doing a sketch called where it's a bunch of dudes at a party, and the whole thing is like the party is all just dudes, and the sketch is called Sausage Party. And Chris and I totally scoffed at it. And all three of those guys that were in that group had a show on Comedy Central that ran for like 8 seasons and are all incredibly successful in their own right.
Is it Workaholics?
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
so
can
Chris
say
and I learned where it's just like, hey, you know what? Just because somebody's punching somebody in the dick doesn't mean it's going to not make everybody in the room laugh. And that's the thing that kind of, and Workaholics was a good show. It was a really good show. Yeah.
It's off the air now.
Sometimes the lowest common denominator actually is the answer.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you want.
And there's validity there because you want to make sure that like everybody gets your joke. Otherwise you don't have a giant audience to go for. My favorite bits, my favorite references are the ones that like the one person in the audience laughs at, because it's like, to me, that's the biggest victory, but it is definitely not the most profitable victory.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's Lorne Michaels.
There's no network that's just like, we're really hoping that the one guy who tunes in loves this show.
Yes.
And that he's the president of HBO.
Yeah, that's right.
Just that one guy.
A billionaire who will
you've
bankroll our
already
show by
ruined our
himself.
chances of Seth MacFarlane listening to this thing and liking it.
Yeah.
Way to go, Mike. Way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that just came from the Bits Commission. I'm only the messenger.
Fair. That's true.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We can't. Our advertisers, be them profit or non, we don't necessarily align with their views.
Yeah.
Okay.
The advertiser is always
just
right
align with their
for
money.
themselves.
Yeah, like Spotify said, we may have some people on here who we find disgusting and abhorrent, but we still say their words out of our mouths and support them because their check clears. Yeah.
That's right. It's good policy. Speaking of which, our show is available on Spotify still because we're too small to yank ourselves off.
Good segue.
What if do you guys want to just like say some not true stuff about COVID-19 just to see if we can get a warning?
Oh,
like, do you think anybody there listens?
Playing with fire.
I think we're going to get a warning already because you mentioned it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe it as a sign of
they didn't pay $100 million for us, so that's all it takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I do believe that vaccines work, and that it is a dangerous virus.
Hot take.
That
Flagged.
that is spread the way that scientists say,
Reported.
and also by eating bananas.
Okay, bro.
Okay. All right. Wow. Well, I have never liked bananas, so I'm going to continue to not eat them.
It's true. I only had one banana last year, and right after I got COVID. So
Yeah, that'll do it.
I mean, if there's
Humble
no
brag.
better scientific evidence than that, what is there?
Yeah. Jet, don't you have a question for us?
I do have a
isn't that
question
how the show
for
works?
us. Thank
I
you,
do too.
co-host.
You don't like bananas?
I hate bananas.
Oh no, they're disgusting.
Mm.
Yeah.
Definitely, the modern banana. It's monoculture. It's one species of banana that was
That's right.
That was like
wasn't even the best one by
at
far.
the time before it became the dominant species of banana used in banana farms.
Yeah.
There were a whole bunch of different kinds of bananas.
Oh yeah.
What?
And this one they picked was like,
yeah, and you can track down a few of the others. They're really
the white
hard to
guy
find.
of
But
bananas.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
the
It was
mediocre
also,
white
it's-
guy of bananas. It's so
And it's on the
fucking
verge
vanilla.
of extinction. It's
Right.
going to
Yep.
run out. Yeah.
right.
The modern banana is going to disappear.
Because it's a monoculture, if there's any sort of disease that affects it, it's wiped out just completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened to the
Yeah.
previous species of bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And that's
can't
why we have
remember
Everybody
the,
misses that old banana.
the like
no idea.
species name of it. It's nothing
I
complicated.
think it's the Cavendish.
That might be right. Yeah,
Cavendish.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Just pretty fancy name for a banana.
Yeah,
To be
and
honest.
there's a whole bunch of like racism and I think even slavery involved in there in the years
What?
in different
Our
banana.
food
I mean,
what is the
production
growing
had
operations?
slavery in it involved in
It's
it.
pretty bad.
shocked.
Yeah.
But you know what? Jet can divorce himself
Yes.
from that moral quandary because, like me, he's been protesting bananas ever since he found out they were disgusting.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I get the moral high ground.
The only disgusting part of a banana is the bananus. The,
Oh, the thing you have to pull off. I know
yeah,
what
the
you're
little
talking
thing at
about.
the bottom.
Yeah, little round thing.
Well, sometimes you pull off
Episode
and it
title.
stays in.
Slide in a
Like
banana.
it's like the shit
Yeah.
vein in a shrimp. That's bananas.
Wait.
Bananas are shrimp of the fruit world.
You see?
Just
Dude.
You
pulling
see?
out
This is exactly what we were talking about
the
before.
colon of the banana.
You could have
Pull that
gone
thing out.
incredibly highbrow, and we would have been like, "Oh, very clever, Chris, very clever." You said bananas, and I think I peed a little. I laughed so hard, I probably peed a little.
This will be our
Bananas.
highest rated
Oh my
episode.
And bro, do not talk shit about Shit Vein. I saw them at Ozfest in '97, and they crushed. Okay,
I
So
can't
shut your
believe
mouth.
I'm only just now realizing that bananas are the shrimp of the fruit world. I can't.
You know what? I also hate shrimp. I also
I'm
hate
losing
shrimp.
it
I'm
now.
allergic
Why
to
don't
shrimp.
we have? Why do we not have comically huge banana shrimp martini glasses like served?
Oh my
The
God.
world is going vegan, man. Like we
Yeah.
should just have
Yeah.
stupid
banana
half
That would be
cocktail.
the
bananas flying
cocktail
off the
sauce.
side of with cocktail
Yeah.
sauce.
In the middle.
That's
yeah.
strawberry syrup.
Yeah,
when
sure.
when you said like
It's a
the
Wonder Woman.
banana, they're like it's like the white guy banana. I just imagine like a giant like audition room of just a row full of bananas, wearing flannel, jeans, and getting ready to do like some type of just casting call read, and it's just
Like
all this
all their peels say New Balance on them.
yeah. Yeah, all the pills. Yeah, for sure.
Super.
Oh wow, I've never been to a Bubba Gump's banana restaurant before. What do you all recommend? This is
Well,
a new
we
experience.
have banana cocktail. We've got popcorn banana. We've got deep fried banana. We've got roasted banana.
Wait. I'm
We
sorry.
have
I'm
banana
sorry to
flambe.
interrupt you.
Hmm?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I didn't bring my best friend James here for his first time to just have the waiter kind of phone it in at this part. Like, this is why you come.
Mm-hmm.
So could you do it? Could you say it the right way?
Let the server.
I'm a great
You're
tipper.
putting him on the
Don't worry.
okay.
I've worked in
It's
the
true.
industry.
It's true. Oh my god, great
Mr.
tips.
Tallyman, tally me cocktail made of banana just like a shrimp.
Yeah,
This
that's it.
tally banana is also fried. Popcorn banana is also good. It's 6 foot, 7 foot, $8 with a drink. Daylight come and you order cocktail.
Oh my God, you were right.
Man.
Oh my God, it's such an authentic experience.
It's totally worth it, right?
Oh.
Yeah. For you too, right? I mean, come on. How many when's the last time you really, gave it your all like that?
Can I level with you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. I love connecting with
I have
the staff.
a master's in theaters from UC Davis.
It shows.
Yeah.
Every day here at this job, I come in and I trudge through because I know most people will just accept just the workaday drudgery of me making, half minimum wage plus tips. But every once in a while, a real aesthete comes in. Someone who appreciates the finer things in life. And I can tell that you guys are those critical thinkers. I thank you for challenging me. I thank you for making me do my best. Because that may be the best performance I've given since I started working here.
Hey, so answer this for me real quick. Do you yank the bananas out of the bananas yourself?
Oh, no. We've got tableside bananas removal. It's a little bit extra, but we really make a show of it. I mean, it's a whole production. Have you ever been to Banana Hana?
I have.
Yeah, it's kind of like what they do there.
That's pretty fantastic when they light the banana on fire on the hot griddle and then flip it up into their hat.
I honestly, I get a little uncomfortable. I cross my legs during that, but it's a fantastic performance.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty impressive. And what we do, it's similar. We get out the cleavers and we chop up the bananas. We flip it up in the air. And if you look right over there over your left shoulder, that's our bananus wall. We all the waiters, we put in $5 at the beginning of every shift, and whoever's the first one that gets the bananas through the hole gets to take home all the money that night. It's a fun little game we play.
Oh, I don't think you noticed. I thought my picture's right up there. Number one bananas eater. I've eaten the most bananas.
So it says here that you have some theater training. I gotta be honest, I think you're overqualified for this, but if you want to get into porn to start your acting career, I mean, this is one way to go.
Well, I do. I mean, I've heard that this is the way to go, is that you get into porn first, and then you work your way up to, doing regular theater. But I got to start somewhere, and I got to pay the rent, so
and I get
I'm
that.
ready.
And
Let's up, tits out, ready to make some money.
You know what? Just that's great. I just want to say,
wow. Looking at your resume, you did a lot of porn.
Yes.
Before you came here, but,
I did. I did over 75 films.
Cool. We just serve bananas in different forms here. They are the shrimp of the fruit world.
And I just want you to know that I am very familiar with the bananas. And you wouldn't think that, but that is what porn has taught me.
Oh.
Yeah, and I can remove it. I can throw it. I can do that with any part of my body.
You did a lot of removing of anuses in your porn days,
Removal, more of a study, just various activities. I shouldn't go into it because it's a little bit too much for a family restaurant.
I didn't want this. I mean, it's the middle of your interview. I don't want to make this about me, but I dabble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Amateur porn?
Well, yeah, because I don't get paid for it, but specifically just anus removal. I mean, I worked my way up to this position. I was the tableside bananus remover for many years.
Incredible.
Yeah,
that's
so
such an underappreciated skill.
It's extremely underappreciated. We don't get the face-to-face interaction with the customers like the servers do. They get to sing a beautiful song, a beautiful melody, the ones that really put it in.
Yeah,
We've got some people that work here that are quite skilled, that have a fantastic theater background. UC Davis, to name one.
I have heard that
prestige.
guy. I've heard that guy. I've sat at his table before. He's incredible.
Well,
Mr. Tallyman. I wanted to go with that Tallyman.
It makes you. It gives me a little bit of Beetlejuice vibes too.
Yeah.
It made me look at your resume, look at your cover letter saying your theater background. That's why I wanted to see you.
Well, I've done a lot of porn and one play. And really, I wanted to do, I mean, the point was to get into theater, and I really just got sidetracked because porn pays a lot of money.
Romeo, what for art the... Oh my God. You should, sorry, you, this is rehearsal. You don't have to go all out.
Did you not want me to get undressed up in the tower and just hang over?
It's
backwards off the side.
No,
is that not the part of the play?
No,
I thought that's when he climbed up the trellis.
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt here real quick as the director. This is an interesting direction I hadn't considered. Let's explore it, shall we?
No. Can I just? I'm sorry. I'm just going to jump in. I was all game for this gender flopped. Romeo and Juliet, like taking on, the times of Shakespeare and really,
of course,
really showing what we could do with things now. But I really feel like you as our director might just be kind of a creep.
He's definitely a creep. He called me in specifically for.
And the winner for Best Actress at the Valley Theater Awards goes to Romeo and Juliet.
Oh my God, I'm coming.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud to accept this award. Nude. I will now remove a bananus from this banana as my acceptance speech.
Legit.
That got real gross too fast. And that was my fault. I blame myself.
Was it not fast enough?
I'm sorry.
Once again, because it's not a visual medium, the listeners are missing out on all of that commitment that we all had. Just the way everybody just sort of yes-anded and just stripped down right at the beginning of that scene.
Yeah, and I'm on a leather chair, so this is going to get really uncomfortable and kind of loud too. Mm-hmm. So apologies. Hey, let's get to our question for this week, which I feel is just such a great segue of a question too, as you'll hear in a moment.
Have you ever done bananas?
What's a mistake your parents made that you'd want to avoid for the next generation? And I feel like we've heard so many mistakes already.
I feel like, is the question too broad?
Yeah, can I toss a little
it feels
sweetener
like
in there?
We're putting the onus of climate change on my parents specifically.
Well, they didn't recycle enough.
They did run the heater.
You make a good point. Yeah. Let's make it less specific, especially because I think most of us have parents who are alive. Our parents' generation, maybe.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not worried about offending them. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a specific thing my mom did to.
Well, I think Steven's got something.
Bigger.
Let's see if it puts us in the right direction.
I think this might have been a question that I suggested in the chat.
It might have been.
Yeah. And so I think it was because I had a conversation with some other folks that I know who are parents, which is what's one thing that your parents raised you with that you wouldn't want to raise your kids with. So for example, in my house, there was a lot of just kind of casual dishonesty about things going on. I found out in 2006 that my grandfather wasn't dead. It was just something my dad casually said one day. And my grandfather had this whole other life in Canada. And so it's
wow, yeah, that's bananas.
I got a phone call and it was hey, apparently grandfather's got a whole other family in Canada and we're going up there for one of our aunt's weddings. And I was just wait, hold on. He's alive? let's go back even further with all this stuff. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's okay, so now with my kid, I'm hyper honest and to a fault where he's just what's going on? And I'm well, and then 15 minutes later, he's I don't really care. I'm 7. Let's let it go.
Yeah.
Just say fine.
I grew up with versions of that too, where it was such a common solution to a problem was to build a alternate reality around it and only tell people that alternate reality so that we didn't have to confront awkward truths. And my ex had a problem with that as well. And it always created so many more problems than it solved. I mean, there were very few problems that really were made better by lying your way through them in the long run. And so that's absolutely something I've really pushed with my kids is the honesty thing. And there's one occasion where almost on a joke, but half truth. My son was having a really hard time getting out of bed to go to school. And this was like years ago. He was probably 7 at the time. He's 13 now. And I told him that there'd be a big surprise at the end of the day if he got up and went to school. And, he immediately was super excited about it, and he got up and went to school. And like my new smartphone arrived that day. And I was like, see, I got my new phone. That's the big surprise. Isn't it great? He was so pissed. He was so pissed. And I'm not kidding. I've heard that story from him for years since. I probably last heard him bring up that example like a month ago. And it was not intentionally an example of the damage of lying, but it sure became an example of the damage of lying, because I've definitely been able to point and said, you see how you felt like about that? Like that's what happens to people.
Super.
Now, I know you're my wingman, and like you're gonna prop me up. That's the name of the game. But I have a couple specific, for lack of a better word, stats maybe you want to give the ladies tonight.
Stats, okay.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking like the first one, instead of us being like best friends, that like I saved your life and now you hang out with me as like part of like a life debt, and like you're kind of like you're like my Chewbacca to my Han.
And then he said, "What? Oh, sorry, this isn't my table." Oh, hi, fellas.
Start it off.
Hey, this is my friend Jeff.
What's up, dude?
Oh, wow, what a great name.
He's the best. I owe him my life.
Tell her why.
I really love names when they use 2 consonants somewhere.
Yeah, it's
I mean, Jeff is the guy with that. For sure, those 2
to the same consonant.
Consonants. Yeah, he saved my life. Just saved my life, and I owe him a...
It's not fucking spelled with a G, is it?
No, I mean, I'm an American. It's J.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I was gonna have to leave.
Just give us 1 second. I'm gonna get you 2 apple martinis, and I'll be right back. Steve, come here.
Wow.
Steve.
Just trying to get me wasted?
No. All right, so Steve, I played with Michael Jordan, and I'm currently still in the NBA. Just weave that in there. I don't know how. I know I'm 6'3". Pounds, but still. Go.
Wait.
Okay, martini time. Give it to her. Come on.
Yeah. Here are 2 martinis for you.
Yeah, I really feel like I'm being forced to drink way too much alcohol very quickly.
I'll drink one of them. I'll take one. It's fine. I'll drink the other one. I need a drink.
Can I still just set this other one down? I wasn't done with my drink.
Yeah, no, I'll drink that one too. Me and Steve will drink these.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
we all drink.
Hey, cheers, Steve.
Fair.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers to your time playing with Michael Jordan in the NBA.
Some say he's my best friend.
Wow.
Not this guy next to me. He's only with me because of a life debit.
What was your number?
Like all time, or
the one that was on your jersey when you played.
Yeah,
with Michael Jordan. I'm assuming the Wizards.
Steve seems to know more about your life than you do.
Well, he's learning from me as part of his life debit. He's writing.
Hey, Megan, there you are. I was looking all over for. Oh, look at these cute guys.
I know, it's pretty. I was just getting to know them.
Oh, Megan, I wanted.
Guess what his name is.
George.
Yeah.
What? It's Jeff?
Yeah, with 2 F's and a J. Starts with a J.
Not one of the G's. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh,
excuse me. Good. I'm sorry to break this up. Megan's friend, can I talk to you for a minute over here in the corner?
Oh, I'm Anna. Hi.
Okay, I'll hang out with Steve.
Well, more martinis. A minute. Anna, right?
Yes.
Hey,
oh my God, you remembered my name so quickly. That's so nice.
Look, I think your friend's really cool, but like my wingman isn't doing it for me. So I need you to step in and be like the wingman's wingman. Okay, so like, just say like really cool stuff.
Steve, shut up.
Sorry. Order martinis. I just want to keep it a rolling party.
Okay, talk to me.
Well, whiskey.
Okay. You should know just real quick here, because Megan is just one of the most amazing women in the universe. Did you know that she won a gold medal at the Olympics?
Anna, you bitch.
I just had to tell him. I had to share it. Okay, oh my God, it's just so amazing.
2, 3. We have 6 martinis on this table.
We'll be right back. Steve.
I'm a world-class athlete. I can't handle that much alcohol.
Why'd you order them with whiskey? That's not even like a martini.
Jeff, man. How'd you mess that up? I mean, I remember during our time playing on the Washington Wizards, I was like, one of these days, Jeff is going to find love.
I know.
And now that I run the Charlotte Bobcats, and I thought about bringing you back in, it's just disappointing.
Here's the thing.
Come on. You met a lovely woman in Megan, and you let her go home with Steve?
I can explain. I mean,
Steve wouldn't even be here if you hadn't saved his life.
Listen, you had Scottie Pippen as your wingman. And if I could be like Mike, then Steve can be my Scotty. And apparently he is not good in the fourth quarter because he has
the only reason why Scottie Pippen...
That is a 1994 sports reference.
The only reason why Scottie Pippen wasn't a superstar is because I slightly outshined him. He would have been one of the best of all time if he wasn't standing next to the best of all time.
Mike, we could have had everything if I was your wingman. You know that.
No. Steve is a guy who you gave the Heiman maneuver is he choked on a fish fillet at a McDonald's in Boise, Idaho. All right? He's not one of the greatest of all time. He's someone who can't chew properly. Listen.
Okay, no, I'll change the story. I got it. That's great. Thank you.
No.
All right, Steve, tell them that you choked on some fish chili at an Applebee's in Cincinnati. And that's where I saved your life.
I don't think.
And then we went to Banana Hana. Afterwards.
Jeff, I don't like what this says about me that I would order fish chili anywhere.
It's called a Cioppino, and you love Cioppino.
What are you guys doing over there? Come back with us.
Just getting more whiskey teenies. Whiskey teenies.
Why we need more? I'm still barely at 2 sips into the one I came over here with.
I can't even stomach this one. It is disgusting.
I don't think they're legally allowed to put this many beverages down with this few people at this table. I don't know what their problem is.
Hey, Jeff. It's me, your good friend Michael Jordan. And I'm here with a whole lot of people who just love you to death. And this is an intervention. We think you've been drinking way too much.
No.
I mean, apple martini after apple martini after whiskey martini.
No, this is bullshit. You said this was a book signing. No, this is...
You're a good friend. I'm here to help.
We're all here to help.
And so are all these other folks.
Yeah, enough to love you.
All famous basketball
Jeff,
players.
I'm here too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And your friend Steve.
Me, Larry Bird. And I want to tell you, you've been drinking too much, and I've been there. Mm-hmm. I've been there with the lies and trying to impress women with who you can be and can't be. But, you're enough, just you. You don't
Cut
need
to that.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Larry. Hey,
it's
come
me,
on.
Larry. My name's Larry Bird.
Come on. We're trying to film this golf scene in the movie Space Jam, Larry.
Look,
you're not
I'm talking to
French
Janine
Lick,
right now.
Oh, my God. Your name's Larry?
My name's Larry with 2 R's. I don't know if you're into that double
really
consonant thing, but
I am childless right now too.
Oh, that's my kind of woman. I like a lady with no.
Now, I know this is an intervention for me, but I look at 12 of us here, all having problems with the ladies. I think if we get each other's back, we can form a dream team of sorts.
Whoa.
No, Jeff.
And conquer all.
Bill Lambier never had problems with the ladies. I'm still alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right here in the room, Bill.
The original bad boy of basketball didn't have any problem with ladies, okay? Detroit for life. Who wants to play some golf?
John Stockton here. Listen, I know we're here for this intervention,
John,
but...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John. No. We heard about the thing with you not wanting to wear a mask at that Gonzaga game.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. You got to get the fuck out of here.
This is bullshit.
I'm sorry, dude.
This is bullshit.
Listen, we don't want to get some sort of note on this intervention for having COVID-19 denial stuff.
Mike,
you got to go.
You already brought it up, so it's going to happen. I might as well just tell you what I think.
Oh, no.
Hey, Smitty Feenster here. Yeah, I was on a practice squad.
Legit.
On the 76ers.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay. what I should have. I'm sorry, I had to say legit because I was laughing too hard. What I should have done was cut for the Smitty
Feast.
30 for 30.
Very real basketball player named
Let's
Smitty
edit this.
Feaster.
Let's cut to.
I was about to bring in Meta World Peace because I just saw him on a Key and Peele earlier tonight. And it's like, that's a basketball player who's in the top of my head.
That's the next round of super legit swag is going to be jerseys that say Smitty McFeanster on it. It's going to be selling now.
There was no make. It was just Feanster.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about basketball to know that he is not actually a player. That's the sad part.
Totally true.
I know. I was like, who do I know?
Real.
I know that there's a man named Larry Bird somewhere. And I think he plays basketball, and that's it.
That is one of those moments where I was like, Jen, I got your back. Because I worshipped Larry Bird throughout the entire of the 80s. And I was just about to go to the Dr. J. Larry Bird video game for the Atari 7800. I can
nice.
go do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of the few deep regrets of my teaching carear is
Was it
years
Dr.
ago.
J teaching Larry Bird about critical race theory?
Larry Bird actually filmed.
Right?
Larry Bird filmed an AT&T commercial at my school. During spring break, and nobody called me. Nobody called me. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This would have been in Texas?
No, this was here in Burbank.
This was here?
Yeah. This was,
like when you were teaching?
Like Beck Bennett was like back when he did those commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, he did one with Larry Bird, and it was in our art room, and nobody called me.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, were they just letting staff members wander aimlessly onto a set?
Oh, I mean, no, but I would have found a way.
Yeah.
You would have just started draining some threes.
Yeah.
Couple 360 spin slam dunks and had them. Oh, what?
Oh,
you guys notice I was playing?
I was filming a straight to video movie in Santa Clarita once, and the house we were filming at, the family that owned the house, I was the lead in this thing, so I was there almost every single day. The one day I was not filming, the family's good friend Rosa Parks stopped by to visit the family, and I wasn't there.
She is like the Larry Bird of creating racial justice.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Very sound fundamental.
That was her favorite quote about herself.
I think that's on her tombstone.
Social justice icons have friends too.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They're people just like you and me.
Yeah.
That's right.
Honestly, they should be the celebrityest of the celebrities.
Yeah.
Because they did something actually like worthwhile to affect change on a massive scale.
Usually we worship the people who like got famous for sports or like acting well, and then they become
rightfully so.
They become really into political issues.
And
we don't really do enough of the other way around. Yes.
As the current episode, because Sean Michael Boozer is not here, as the current black guy / guy in a blue shirt on the podcast, can I admit to a little bit of Black History Month shame? My son came home with a list. There's a contest, a Black History Month contest at a school where you can do a poster about famous people from Black history. And I was looking through the list and I was like, I got to Google like 6 of these names. Like, there's some people on here that I don't know about that my 7-year-old's going to learn about. Though I will say Idris Elba was on the list.
Oh.
Quick question.
Yes. Have to look him up.
6 out of how many? Like, if it's 6 out of 6, that's bad. But
no,
like,
that's true. That's true. It was like 6 out of 50 names. So yeah,
okay.
I did well for the most part.
That's an A.
Yeah.
That's an A.
And also, it's one of those things like, oh, hey, you're black. You know my friend Roger? He's black too.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. It's just you can't be expected to know everything.
Which Roger?
Hominichi. He was in the last episode.
Hey, I have a Roger friend.
That's
that might
suggesting
be it,
that both Rogers are black.
And the same Roger.
I'm assuming.
Right.
Yes.
Wait, was that a pun?
Roger.
Hey, Michael Heiman, I hear we have a sponsor this week.
Yeah. Always have a sponsor. And
you always bring them.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be so excited for this one?
Ooh. I already am.
I
can't wait.
I'm not even going to. Yeah, we're just going to go into it.
Is it for Black History Month?
No. And you know what? I'm going to leave it there.
That might have been the worst segue possible, depending on what he's about to say. Just looking at the look on Michael's face, he wants to take all that back. Can I call an edit?
Stevie, you want to do my ad?
For Mike's career, I would just like to go ahead and say,
just remember, my friend Roger's listening.
Okay, here's the ad. Coming soon to Masterclass, the famed 19th century adventurer explorer Congo Masterson. Learn how to explore the wilds of the unknown like Congo did back in the late 19th century. All skill levels are accepted for this masterclass. No fail policy. Hear the story of how he trekked through the wild to find the wild African rhino banana. Yeah, so I was, in the wild and forged through the shallow river and suddenly I saw it. The rhino banana tree. Money back suggestion if you're dissatisfied with the masterclass of Congo Masterson. Hear how he inspired famed Chuck Norris impersonator Buck Norris into finding his career as a Chuck Norris impersonator. Yeah, I just was a big fan of Chuck Norris and didn't really know what to do, but then I saw some guy found some stuff that other people had already found. I thought, yeah, I can imitate that famous man. Yes, masterclass. For all the years, for all the ages. Congo Masterson's masterclass on adventuring and discovery. Free pumpkins if you sign up, my friend. Congo Masterson's masterclass. Masterclass. We have a slogan.
I mean, I think the only thing racist about that was how much the word master got used.
That flop sweat just.
Yeah. It's warm in here.
What's the rule? More than 3 times in a single minute, and you're screwed.
Well, to piggyback off of where we were before that,
please do.
Last scene.
Please change the subject.
Something that my parents gave, my dad specifically gave to me that I'm glad he did. Was one of my peeves is people that are quicker to lie than just say I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Not that I am not guilty of doing that. Every single human being on the planet does that in some form, and most often it's somebody's talking about a movie or some piece of pop culture, and then they wait, have you seen this thing or heard of this thing? And you go, yep.
Oh,
yep.
yes.
And all you did
you
was
don't want
maybe
to be embarrassed to
watch
to be the person
watch 5 minutes of it, but you catch yourself, you say it, your just brain automatically says yep, and then you immediately go, no, I fucking didn't, but it's too late. So you just go on with it. I mean, those are pretty mild lies, but the people that will just bullshit because I don't know, power trip or something, instead of just saying I don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of power in saying I don't know. Just fucking say I don't know.
There's actually a ton of power in saying I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then you're really free from having to add anything at all. I mean, literally, you don't have to. That actually is the ultimate power move. It's just saying I don't know, because then
you don't have to invent a position.
You don't have to invent a position. You can't be attacked for what you're saying because you are literally lacking knowledge.
And the onus is on everybody else to convince you that you should give a shit.
Yeah. And also,
this is why God hasn't created an afterlife.
In situations like when people try to bring up something like incredibly complex, Israel and Palestine, for instance, I can genuinely say I am not educated enough in this topic to formulate an intelligent, thoughtful opinion on it. And that's the simple reality of it. And and I've tried, and it is painfully complex, and most people honestly are not capable of it. But that is definitely where I will just jump right out and say, I am not knowledgeable enough to answer this question.
There are those times when that backfires, when somebody's talking about hey, have you heard about this new CrossFit cryptocurrency? And you're like, I don't know. And then they're like, oh, let me tell you about all of it.
That's
did
true.
you know that it's keto based? And you're like, oh God, I've hit the trifecta. Yeah.
You just keep saying I don't know until they go away.
Yes.
What is CrossFit crypto? That's not a real thing, is it?
Yeah, it's not a real thing.
That's just the combination.
God, I was
of
like,
because CrossFit people love to talk about CrossFit. Crypto people love to talk about crypto. Keto people love to talk about keto.
Yeah, I like the vegan version of that personally.
I will say I've lived in California for 20 years now. I have not yet run into the obnoxious vegan. I've only run into the apologetic vegan, like the one who's like, listen, I just eat plant-based and it's my thing, but you don't have to do it. It's fine.
Honestly, yeah. That's been most of my experience.
I've never met somebody who's just like, oh, I hope you enjoy being a monster.
I grew up as a vegetarian, and I ran into dramatically more of the people who were really, really dogmatic about the fact that meat is great and I should eat it than I ever have run into of the vegans who make a big fuss about how it's terrible that you are a vegan. Like, I am a meat eater currently, but yeah, like I had way more people who were a complete dick to me when I was vegetarian, when I never said boo to them about them eating meat, but it's like the moment they heard I was vegetarian, I was like, oh, it's on, and then it was like a full-on attack.
I feel like part of that has to do just with age and the people that you surround yourself with, because like I was insufferable when I finally realized I had been an atheist for my whole life.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, I was awful.
And of course when I did, I was still in my 20s.
Yep.
When I fully accepted it.
Yeah.
I think like late 20s. And for a couple years, like any opportunity I was given, and then I created a whole lot more to make sure people I was around knew that I think God is stupid. Not just stupid, He doesn't exist, idiot. And I saw the same thing too with like my younger sister when she finally came out.
Yeah.
Once she finally did, because she was 21 almost, or maybe 22 when she came out, and so for the first few years it was like every opportunity she had, everyone around her had to know like, hey guys, I'm gay. And it was to the point of like, did
she sound like
good
that?
Just be yes, that was a spot on impression of my younger sister.
I didn't realize you based your Daryl impression on your sister.
Daryl's not an impression. Daryl's a character.
That explains his obsession with gender.
You guys haven't met his sister, Darylina?
Yeah, I think a lot of that though comes from like a rebellion against the sense of oppression that you've had, especially you come out of something where you've been in a system that has worked a very specific way and you realize you don't fit into it anymore and you feel like you've been oppressed by all of the beliefs and opinions of it. And so when you finally break out, it's like, now I have to take every opportunity I can to tear them down. And eventually reach a point where it's like, or, I could just be fine and they're fine and most of them are really cool people. And what the fuck am I making a fuss about this for?
Yeah, once I saw one of those coexist bumper stickers, I was good.
Well, there's also that line, there's no zealot like a new convert.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't
If I
heard
told you
that
the
line.
shit about improv, fucking will change your life.
Josh, did we get one from you? I'm curious.
No. Say that. What's the question again? Can you say it in a sentence?
What's a mistake your parents' generation, let's say, made that you'd want to avoid?
I got it.
Josh, this is basically an invitation for you to tell another story about your dad.
Yeah. Actually,
either one.
Yeah. That excess means importance.
That's I like that.
No, it's that you're what is it like that? That stereotypical. You need to have like the 3-bedroom house, like the 2.5 kids. Like, what's a fucking half kid with like 2 cars in the garage, and it's got to be like this. You have to be in the suburbs, like that kind of like, I don't know. Wow, I didn't think I'd go this deep on it, but yeah, like that type of like classism thing. Like, I don't think that. I think if you're happy with what you have, you're happy with what you have.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, tying it to my dad. I remember he was one of the first people to get one of those big ass motherfucking 46-inch projection big screen TVs, like in the early 90s, that like took up half the wall.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like good enough to have like one in the living room. There had to be like one in every room. Like, why? And like, that doesn't mean you're a better human being.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I guess all that means a lot to me as someone who's been, I like to call myself like a recovering asshole, you know, like these status symbols, they don't mean anything. Yeah, I hope to pass that down.
Yeah, you've grown as a person.
Do a scene off that.
Yeah. And I don't think the term is asshole. I believe they prefer the term bananus.
Yeah, I am recovering bananas for sure. But I used to very much think that way. You have to have this and that, and if you didn't have it, like what the, you know, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a growth moment. Absolutely.
It's fair.
Super.
All right, so we've been reviewing your adoption application, and first of all, just you're a wonderful couple. I gotta say,
thank you.
Thank you so much. Very wonderful to be here. Adopt American child.
That's great. We love a good international family. We feel like it's really going to be valuable to.
Do you mean
kids.
international? I have card.
Okay, all right.
He's from Stockholm.
Oh, okay, all right. We don't normally ask for those sorts of details because we feel like it's a little bit too personal. I did have a little bit of a concern here though, because you do have the section where you get to put down some of the preferences of the kind of child you're hoping to adopt, which is
2.5
totally reasonable. That was exactly
the bottom half preferred.
Yeah, that was the concern was the 0.5 because we could do 2.
You only have top halves?
Sorry, what was
that? Our understanding is that the perfect amount is 2.5.
Yes,
so
we
would
learned
like
from American videos.
Yeah,
dreams. I have dream.
2
and 1/2 children.
Yeah,
so the 2 children can chase around legs.
He's told me that if we do not get 2.5 children exactly that, then he will leave me. So this is kind of a deal breaker for me, at least.
If we only get top half, it's okay. I build jungle gym around house so they can chase while they swing from bars.
It's wonderful that you are apparently willing to adopt children with disabilities. I hadn't understood that was the angle. You seem very particular about being the perfect American family. Though.
The legs run, they move on their own. Top half swing.
He doesn't really understand how human biology works, and I'm afraid to correct him.
Okay. Honestly, though, the fact that you don't see anything wrong with that, I think, is very loving. And is going to ensure that the child gets a happy home.
Okay, I'm gonna make a deal with you guys. Okay, I see that you got 2 kids and you're trying to figure out how to get a half. I'm just gonna split time. All right, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at your house, right, and then the other days I'll be with my parents. All right.
Nils, does that work for you?
It's okay with me.
I mean, it's basically like a half.
Yeah,
it's
kind
like
of.
a 0.5.
We'll figure out next year. We'll adjust the days so that way it winds up being an even 0.5. But I think this is a situation that everybody can find workable.
Oh, well, Carl, you have been wonderful to do this, especially since you're, 22. And I'm
a kid at heart.
I can tell you're a kid at heart. And, we've been wanting this for so long. Mm-hmm. And so, I'm just excited to be your half mom.
Yeah. So
I will do one better. I'd be full dad for you the half the time you're here, huh? How about that?
Well, so clever.
Yeah.
But when I'm here, but boundaries. I've already got a half dad. Okay. I mean, let's set up some boundaries. Okay.
Wait, you are fathered by half a person?
No, No, I have a dad who takes care of me half the time.
If we do this deal, I got you. Okay, see, yes. Lost in translation, yes.
Nils doesn't understand a lot of American things.
Yeah, colloquialisms.
All right, so if I want to get this straight. So you're going to go to another family and spend half the time with them.
Uh-huh.
Am I not doing a good job as a father, or is it half my time, or half...
Okay, so this is hard.
Equation? Can I go? Because my Camaro is waiting and Judas Priest is playing. So if I can bounce, I can bounce.
This is hard. No, you are not necessarily doing a good job, but that doesn't necessarily have the reason for why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Why? Wait.
Like, it's a yes, that, but also situation.
Time out. How am I not be? Is this because I wouldn't let you sit in the front seat last time I drove by
it's
VIP?
because
Like
you insisted.
You can be in the front seat next time, pal.
I don't want.
But you got to be my wingman.
No, I don't want to be in the front seat. Okay, that's the thing. You forced me to sit in the front seat. That was part of my issue. You insist that I call you Jeff.
No,
I don't even see why you keep putting all these apple martinis in front of me. You're just not.
I paid $500 for you to go to UCB, and you say no. That's a denial, my man.
That was a while. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had company with me still in the bedroom.
Dad,
he's my wingman. Say you're my wing.
Oh my God, you have a son? What's your name?
No. He's a younger brother. Isn't that right, Scotty?
No, I'm
Scotty.
his son. I'm Scott.
Oh my God, Jeff's son is named Scott. It better have two T's.
Scott.
TT.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Wow. Oh
brother.
My God. It's
brother.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm one of the many children my father fathered as he was touring around the United States playing professional basketball.
Motherfucker, I was setting up franchises. That's what I was doing.
Megan, I shined your medal for you. Here you go. Oh my God, who's this cutie? Oh,
this is
Scott.
This is Jeff's
double S,
son.
double C, double O, double T, double I, double E, baby.
I had already texted her to come pick me up and give me a ride back
a lot
home.
Of doubles.
You just walk right in the front door.
He'll drive you home whenever you're ready.
I have a double N and a double A bookending the double N.
You know what, Anna?
I don't know if that does anything for you, but it does something for the rest of us.
Her full name is Anagram.
Excuse me 1 second, ladies. Scotty, for a second. Did I hear you just go, You're my wingman. You're my wingman.
Hey.
No, you're going into business for yourself.
No, Anna and I.
You're supposed to yes and me, motherfucker. What happened?
Hey, John Stockton here. I've got the Camaro running.
Get the fuck out, you maskless motherfucker. Get out.
Legit.
Oh, that mic was getting real hot there.
Oh yeah. Those lines.
More like NBA Jam where he's on fire?
Ooh.
Yes.
I mean, I will admit, I'm disgusted by what I recently heard about John Stockton, but he and Karl Malone were my favorite pair to play in NBA Jam. Put Stockton in the corner, feed him in the pass, 3-pointer, and yet another 90s reference for the show.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Cha-ching, right?
Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Finish him.
That's not how you say that, Josh.
Mortal Kombat.
Do we want to just do a quick check-in? Do you want to see, what about Jen? I don't think Jen or Mike got to say anything.
Jen, did
you
guys
have something you want to answer for the question?
As a childless person,
yes,
I'm passing on nothing to no one. I'm keeping my plants alive, and it's going great. They don't chat a lot. It's pretty great. I do nothing for anyone.
And that's how you end a podcast.
Well, wait. I actually have something for that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yes, please.
Thank you, as always, to Matt Walker for our intro and outro music. This episode was hosted and edited by Jet Kaufman, co-hosted by me, Michael Heiman, and features the talents of Josh Spence, Jen Burton, Chris Sanders, and Stephen C. James.
Bloodhole Surfers.
Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads, with only a light touch of editing for your comfort. Check the show notes for occasional writing credits. If you're loving what we're doing, and we know you are, be sure to write a 5-star review, your podcast provider of choice, like Spotify, and tell friends about us, because podcasts are more fun with friends. You don't want to be the guy when they ask you, did you listen to the latest Super Legit? Who says, I don't know.
Okay, but really don't use Spotify because they pay him
just use
too
something
much.
else.
Jet, can I start recording now, please?
Yeah, just don't record on Spotify.
I don't believe anything's on all my time. I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, 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 oh.
Well, the artistry is in pushing the envelope. It's not in ripping the envelope up. The artistry is in dancing along the edge. It's not in going over the edge.
Yeah, it's punching up. It's always punching up. It's too easy. It's way too easy to go. Is that like someone saying like, "Oh, I go blue quickly," isn't a bad thing. You can be blue. You can be super blue while still punching up. You can still, you can fist upwards.
I know, I've done it. It's great.
Did we find our new podcast name? Did we find our new podcast name?
Fisting upwards.
Oh boy.